What's up, you guys? It's another episode. Today, I have a very good supporter of mine. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? Blake Helton, and yeah, make music and do a bunch of shit. So we'll get more into depth and all that through this interview and everything like that, podcast, all that good stuff.
Definitely. So I first found out about you when somebody, I forgot who, shared like the snippet of the Jody song you made,
Yeah,
and then that song came out, and then like that's been on my playlist that 24/7. I was
hell yeah,
actually just at work. I looked you up on Apple Music or whatever, and I didn't know you had other songs for I f- RSP, and then there was another one. I forgot who it was for, but it was called Shooter Weight that I was listening to.
yeah, yeah. That one was like the most recent. That one was, and when I came out with RSP, which was March April 9th, because it was Joe Janela Spring Break 4. I dropped it on that like specific day, and then but that one wasn't really like I feel like Jody's was the most like to him. Like the whole thing involves him. Like the other ones
Yeah,
are kind of like throwing their name in as a chorus and just like I don't know. Jody's other wise.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. Those were more so like tributes,
Mhm.
where the
Yeah.
where the Jody ones like him.
Right, yeah.
But now that I'm about it, I think I remember seeing the RSP one because I remember hearing it before. I think somebody shared it. Might have been Ricky that shared it.
I know he had shared the link to it and then he had used it for it was one of his last like highlight mixes, his videos on Twitter. So it's probably
Yeah.
off the
Okay.
video. Yeah, it was pretty sick.
So how long have you been making music?
Uh It's hard because I started making music. I remember it was the night I started. I remember it was June 29th, 2017. I don't know how I remember it, but it was like a special night. And within like the last few years, as like I get better and better, I start taking it more serious. So I really wouldn't count the last like 4 years. Like I made music, but it wasn't to scale like what it is now. Now it's more.
Yeah.
I've learned more of like the business side, the promoting side, the cover art side. Like whenever I
Yeah.
first started, it was kind of just rapping over a beat and posting it, nothing, no effects, doing nothing like that.
No, definitely.
But
Uh,
yeah,
that's that I know exactly what you mean because like I've been doing this podcast technically a year.
right,
Like sometime in March is whenever I really started. Like it's just I'm assuming it was like you just had like a switch where you were just
yeah, because it's
got
like
like super
right, because it's like fun. Clearly, it's like why I started. And then there's like a moment where I was like, damn, especially with once RSP dropped and seeing like he actually liked it himself and everything like that. That was when it was like, all right, I gotta turn up now and start making
oh
as many
yeah.
as I can. So it was like super
Oh
motivating at
definitely.
that point, which was a couple months ago actually. So yeah.
So have you always done wrestling based music?
No, I kind of started wrestling based stuff last year on my Twitter. I would do ICW No Holds Barred, a bunch of freestyles and stuff, to where I would like mash in everyone's names and like that's on Twitter. That was like what kind of started like getting more views and stuff like that. That's kind of how I started with the wrestling. Before that, it was just like regular music, just
Yeah.
about everything. But yeah, so
No,
probably like a
definitely.
year I've been doing the wrestling stuff.
Okay. Okay, that's
Mhm.
badass. Like I said, I didn't know much of you until the Jody song, and then I was like, okay, and like I'm arguably the number one Jody fan. Like I love the dude to death. So
Right.
whenever I seen that, I was like, "Oh, I gotta check this out." And then I think it was Ivan made like a music video for it,
Yeah,
and I was
dude, that
like,
was
"Oh,
badass. I love that.
that got me
His
super hyped."
Yeah, shout out to Ivan, dude. That was like that took the song to the next level. Because when you have a video with a song, it's you can only love it more. And he killed the video. It was perfect.
No, definitely. Like that song, like it's probably one of my favorite songs right now.
Thank you, bro.
It's a damn song, and two, Jody's my fucking dude. But like I shit you
Right.
not, like I was walking home from work today, and I had to blast them through my hair AirPods, and I was just fucking like jamming to it. Like, and it takes a lot for a song to make me like not dance, but like nod my head and like
Right.
get zoned in with. So
That's
you make good.
that's what I think is important too is um I kind of found like the niche of combining music and like wrestling. So it's like if you're a
Yeah.
wrestling fan, you're gonna check it out, and then if you like you said, if you like the wrestler, then it's like you're just gonna keep going more and more, you know. So it's kind
Oh
of
yeah.
crazy. Decided to just mash it together, see what happens.
I'm counting down the days till July 7th for that Connors one, dude.
Hell
Whenever
yeah,
I seen
dude,
him,
that one goes
when I
crazy.
when I seen him do the little audition thing in his car when he was like, "This is my audition to be a rapper," I knew exactly what was about to happen. I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude!" I was
dude.
pumped.
I like the one dropping on July 7th fire. That's like one of my
Yeah,
favorites I've made.
I'm gonna see Connors on the 9th. Actually, I'm going out
Are
to
you?
Anarchy, and I'm gonna
That was huh?
say what?
That was when
My
we
bad.
were we were gonna drop it July for sure, but we were trying to pick a date, and I'd asked him what dates he had, and then he said I can't remember what he had exactly said, but July 7th was my birthday, and then I think he said the 9th he had a show, so I was like, it's perfect. Then 2 days off, let's drop it, July.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's another dude that I've known forever. Like I've known him. He was like one of the first people on the podcast. He's one of the first people I've talked to on Twitter, and he
Right.
lives like in my area. And I've
Hmm.
seen him at shows numerous times, but me and him have never like interacted in person. Yeah, so like me and him been messaging about July 9th, and he keeps telling me he's ready to finally meet me.
Is that Anarchy in St. Louis?
Yeah,
So you're from Missouri,
yeah, I'm from about 20 minutes out from St. Louis.
are you?
Yeah.
I was born in Springfield, Illinois, like out there a couple hours or so from Missouri, St. Louis, and everything. And I moved out to Nevada,
Okay.
which was
Also, you're in Nevada now?
yeah, I'm in Nevada, like an hour from Vegas, so it's all right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's fire though. I know he was
Yeah,
from
but yeah,
Missouri.
yeah, no, I don't know exactly how far away from St. Louis or if he's in St. Louis, but yeah,
Right.
me and him live like me and him see each other at shows all the time, but we've never like interacted.
Right.
So, and he's been hyped about that. Like he's been messaging me when I told him I was because me and him like joke around on Twitter that we hate each other or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
anytime I see him on IWTV, anytime I see him in GCW, I like shoot him a message and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking proud of you. Keep it up, blah
Hell yeah.
blah. I'll see. And then I told him last week I was like, July 9th. He's like, oh fuck, you're really gonna be there? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. And he's like, hell yeah, dude, I can't wait to finally meet you.
Fuck
Like
yeah, bro.
it's so. Do you have any? Go
What
on.
up? No, you're good. You're good.
Uh, do you have any like connections like that with wrestlers? Like certain like how me and Connors are, how me and Jody like we're always adding each other and talking. Do you
Right.
have any like, especially with you making music now?
Um, I honestly I get on Twitter. I haven't really been on a lot. I just do it to promote the songs, but I would say I'm always buying gear from Nolan Edward. I got a shitload of his stuff. Nolan's the fucking man. Justin
He's
Kyle too. They're both. I fuck with both of them heavy a lot. I've talked to
oh
Connor and
yeah.
Jody a few times clearly, but yeah, I fuck with everyone. you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, Connor and Jody, they were probably my two favorite guests I've had on just because like that was the one that like made me I was like, oh shit, this is a thing happening now because like I
Right.
remember the buzz around it. Like everyone on Twitter was like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear Jody and Connors,"
Oh
and then
yeah.
like the fact that they were both like my number one thing is whenever like you've been promoting like you're gonna be on a podcast, like that just shows that one you give a shit about being on,
Fuck yeah, bro.
unlike unlike certain guests who've like they like I feel like I'm making them obligated to
Right, and
post
it's
about
some
it.
type of yeah, bro. You gotta just fucking you gotta do this shit for you, cause motherfucker. Even if people, you just gotta do this shit, bro. If you wanna do, you gotta do it. Don't wait
Mm-hmm.
for motherfuckers. Don't wait for the moment, Cause a lot of
Oh,
people are in it for themselves, bro. Just
I'm
get their name.
I just officially what you called like put in like days off at work. I was like, hey dude, I'm gonna need these two specific days, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays or Mondays and Tuesdays, one of those.
Right,
Both days off just so I can because now I'm backed up like 4 or 5 guests. Like so now I
right.
can schedule guests.
Yeah, bro. Just
That's
grind this shit out.
and then
Grind
like
this shit is
you were the first person to find out about the Patreon today.
And then
The listeners don't know, I opened up a Patreon today. I believe there's 3 tiers. I think the $3 tier gets you a video. $5 gets you video plus a special segment, and then I have a third one. I think I made that one $7, and that one's gonna be everything else included. Plus, I'll be doing review shows on there.
make
So,
sure y'all get on that quick.
oh yeah, like me and you had a conversation the other day where you're like, "Dude, just do it." I was like, I need to start doing something to where I can at least make money or something off
Yeah,
this. And then
bro.
like, I mean, you were tossing ideas back and forth, and I don't know what, dude. I was just sitting at home and I was like, "Fuck it, Patreon. I gotta."
Bro, you
It's
got
the
nothing to
easiest
lose.
thing. Exactly. It's not like I didn't have to spend money on it or anything.
Right. I
Like
used to.
so.
I had one probably like. I still have one, but I don't really post much on it. At least 6 months ago, and I was like starting to get up. It was just like more of a local thing, and I would just fucking like I'd post my music early, like they'd get like a day early, and then I would post like me doing a bunch of stupid shit. Like I remember I threw a cactus into my back, and just yeah, I kept that shit on there. You had to pay like $1 to get it all. It was hella funny. But Patreon's
Yeah.
sick.
No, it was I didn't to it like doing the whole setup. It was like I didn't know you could do you only try Patreon whenever you post something. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. So I'm guessing it's like you can have like a hidden video that they pay for, I
Mhm.
guess. So I'm ready. Like it's gonna be a lot of more editing for me, but like you were saying, I just need to grind this shit out. Like
You got
I'm
to, bro.
coming up on 1 year. Gotta grind it.
You got to do
Uh
everything, bro. Get a site too. Get a website. Start linking. Make some fucking merch, bro. Everybody's copping the
oh
merch. I already
yeah,
said I
you
got.
yeah, I the shirt that put the logo on her shirt, I was like, oh man. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to because I don't wanna know some people how they do it is they get it all shipped to their house and then they ship it out and all of that. But like that just I live in a
That's a lot.
small ass house and it's gonna be a hassle because we don't got much room in here. And then plus I don't
Yeah.
drive. I'm not gonna be making my parents drive me to the post office. So I
Right.
think I'm gonna try to open up a online store maybe. And
Yeah.
Patreon
Hit me up
offers
after
that.
this, and I'll help you figure some shit out. Cause I know a few sites. Cause I have
Okay,
like
yeah.
I've worked on clothes and stuff too. So I'll help you
Oh,
with that,
big
bro.
net.
But yeah, and you need the
Yeah.
fucking merch, everything. Just keep grinding. Get as many guests
Oh
as you.
yeah. Definitely. Like I said, I have a little peek behind the curtain here. I have like 2 or 3 guests. Uh Chris, which is a local guy who's a around me.
Right.
I have J Rose coming on soon. Me and him are bad at communicating because we both just forget to reply back to each other sometimes. So I'm gonna be having J Rose on in the near future. Uh I'm having X3 on. It's very high
Uh-huh.
life. He's gonna be on here soon. Me and him are
Oh
supposed
yeah.
to do something. Uh I was gonna have the Walmart dude on, but all that went down the drain. He
Yeah, I seen that
big
on Twitter.
big leagued me or whatever. It's no big deal.
Yeah, you just oh shit, what was I gonna tell you? Oh, how do do you just shoot him a text? Like shoot him on Twitter and then
Dude, I literally like most of the time I just send them a DM. Besides like
right,
Effie has like a website you go through, which I sent him a request. If they don't have their DMs open, I find their booking email in their bio and I'll send them a
right.
DM
Shoot
and
him in
stuff
the
like that. Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
like because when I first started this, I was sending out emails left and right. I sent out emails to the major bros and they both declined because they were recently released and they're like, "Oh, we're kind of backed up right now. We don't really want to be doing too much media." I was like, "Fair enough."
They got you back though.
Uh
They answer back.
exactly. Like that's the thing that mattered to me is they sent me a reply back. Like if
Right.
I'd rather have somebody reply back than just ghost me.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I sent Bryce Remsburg, the referee, a DM this week, and he was like, he's like, not at the moment. Thanks for offering though. And I was like, you know what?
Uh-huh.
At least you replied, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Cuz even
they
that is a small step cuz you never know couple months, a year later you could get it. Meet him in person, do it in person. It's a stepping stone.
exactly. And now with shows coming back, like I have July 9th, I'm having Chase Holiday on. He's gonna
Right.
be my first. He's gonna be my first in person interview, so that's
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
be real fun.
Are you
Like
posting
it's
that on is it going to be on like YouTube or anything, or are you just keeping it on here, like podcasts and stuff?
I'm not sure, man. Like with me doing in person now, I need to figure out how to do the whole video recording and
Right.
audio separately. Because on here and on Zoom, I can save two separate files.
Right.
But I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to do it if I do. I think the in person ones, I'm gonna figure something out
Hmm. I know.
because
You know Nardwar? He does like he interviews like art rappers and stuff.
yeah.
He does it with like he just stands with a mic, kind of like an interviewer basically. But I don't
Okay.
know much else about that, just the mic part. And then he
Yeah, no,
clearly
I
records the
see
video.
that all the time. I see people holding, but I'm just it's something I need to look into. I think July 9th, the Chase Holiday one might be audio exclusive. I'll just record it on my phone, or I
Right.
might bring my laptop and microphone to the show and do it
Hmm.
there, like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
But
It's fire
uh,
regardless. You're getting it. Getting
oh,
it.
dude, and like whenever you message me back and you're like, "Oh, I'd love to," like that's a very like I'm a very humble person, and everyone's been like telling me recently, they're like, "Dude, your shit's popping off," and I was like,
Hell
yeah."
yeah, bro.
Like
There's
I'm
no
just
reason
very
I wouldn't
humble
want to do
about it.
this. Straight up. Uh, like I
Like
was saying
you're not the
earlier,
first
bro.
person to say that either, man. Like it's just crazy to me.
Right. You got something going, bro, for sure. There's not. I mean, I've seen people with podcasts, but I don't know. You're doing something right here, bro. You just gotta, like I've said, just fucking pedal to the metal or whatever the fuck it is.
No, no, literally. Like, I don't know. It's just like at one moment I'm like, oh, it's just a podcast. It's happening, I guess. But then I'm like, I've only been doing this for a year and I'm already having like my videos or my episodes hitting like 30, 40 views, which is a lot to me. And then like
Right.
I'm having like some bigger people on like Tiger Driver dudes and Jody and
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't know. Like
Oh
one
yeah.
moment I'm like, maybe it's just because they're my friends, but then I'm like, then again, I never see them on podcasts, so it means they're doing like I don't know.
Yeah.
And like
I
words getting around, it's nuts. Words getting around. Like I have like J Rails, I've mentioned this before. He's like shouted me out in spaces. Like during
mm-hmm.
a space, he'll see me pop in there and he'll be like, "Oh shit, your boy Squints, go check out his podcast, be on it, whatever." And I was like, "You don't have to do that, bro." Like it's just I'm very humble, so
Right.
I don't look too deep into it.
Right. And dude, social media is biggest platform that you can have,
Oh
or I
yeah.
guess not platform, but biggest. I don't know the word. I don't know. We
Biggest
have a huge
network.
advantage in this generation with this shit. Twitter,
Oh, definitely.
Instagram, TikTok's popping off now with all these artists, which is
That's what
ridiculous.
I just started promoting it on TikTok even, dude,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't get much traction, but I'm like, hell, that's still 100 other views that
Right.
wouldn't see it.
It's yeah,
Like
growth, bro. Anything. Use
social
anything you can.
social
Facebook
media
ads
is
too. What are you saying?
social media is
Right.
it's social networking. Like that's what it's called. It's networking, bro. Like
Hmm.
if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have had you on. I wouldn't be hitting up all these people to be on. Like it's just
Right.
nuts. Like you have
Dude,
to use
back
it
in
to
the
your
90s, there
advantage.
used to be like artists would just be passing out their CDs and shit. Like they didn't have no SoundCloud and Apple Music. It's
Yeah.
just crazy to see how crazy it's like or how big it's gotten the change.
No, definitely. Like I remember like in middle school even, like whenever that's what musicians would do or just post it on SoundCloud. But now it seems like anybody can post on Apple Music, which is
Right.
amazing. Like I
Hmm.
love that.
Right.
Because you're on Apple Music, do you like is it like a per click or something like that?
Dude, I'm not even sure. Like I really like you mean like for streams?
Yeah, like is it like for each stream you get a certain amount?
Yeah, it's like not even a cent for a stream. Like it's not paying like that. That's why a lot of these
Yeah.
rappers they're getting their money off of like tours and merch and stuff like that. Streams isn't that shit changes all the time how much you get and it's so confusing, dude.
Yeah. Have you thought about doing like physical copies?
Yeah, I have, but I'm waiting on kind of dropping something solid. Like clearly I like the stuff I've dropped, but it's gonna have to I'm gonna need kind of like a full project that
Yeah.
I'm proud
Yeah.
of to be able to drop it, you know, and like
Mhm.
CDs and stuff like that. But I've definitely thought about it like more than once, for sure.
No, definitely. Cause I just went to a record store last week and I was just like
Hmm.
looking at all these CDs and I'm like, dude, like physical copy music is such like a lost hidden gem. Like
Yeah,
it's insane.
100%. I just started collecting CDs again a couple months ago.
Oh,
Cause
really?
yeah, cause a lot of people are they're just doing the digital. So soon it's like cassettes back then, you know? Like you don't see people fucking popping a cassette in. Like it's all gonna be digital here in a couple of years, and it's like CDs aren't even gonna be a thought, which is sad
Yeah.
because, like you said, physical copies, like having it in your hands, is so much different than just having it
No,
downloaded.
exactly. Like I was me and my little brother, we were walking around, it's called Vintage Vinyl in the
Uh
loop
huh.
in St. Louis. And they had CDs, and my little brother was like picking them up, and he's like looking at the back of them. He's like, "Oh, that's weird, all these songs." And I was like, "That was his album, bro. That was like what was
Right.
else on his album?" Like he
Right.
was looking at a Juice album, and he's like, "Oh, what are these other songs?" I'm like, "Bro, that's his debut album." Like
Yeah,
that's
dude,
not
and
like it's nuts.
it's such a key. Cover art is such like when you have a nice cover art, especially on a CD, it just looks so good, and especially with the track list on the back and everything. Like that's how you can cover art's like the probably the number one thing for a song because you're gonna look at the cover art before you see the song. You know,
Exactly, exactly. Like your cover art
it's
for the
shit
Jody
cover
song,
art, huh?
the Jody cover art, like it just says the title of the song, and then it has the
Right.
picture. Like it's just it catches
It's
your eye.
right. It's got to be appealing because if your cover art's just half-assed, why the fuck would we want to click on it then? You know?
No, exactly, exactly. Like, what's it called? I had this kid in high school.
Uh huh.
He literally made music. He started off on SoundCloud. I don't know what he's doing now with music, but he used to do like SoundCloud, and then he would walk around the school, and it reminded me of like you said, the '90s. He would just be having a backpack full of CDs, and he would just hand them out for free. And I'm
Right.
like, that's genius because now after high school, I to this day I'll look him up on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever to see if he's on there. Like,
Right. You go through your old stuff, find the CD, pop it in.
yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
word to mouth
Exact
and like in person is the best way to do it. Like CDs, clearly not as much now because like I said, like CDs aren't they're going out, but back then, dude, that's all they had CDs and then fucking vinyls. It was so sick back then, though.
Yeah. And also, like, another thing for growth that I've noticed that I've wanted to try is like live in-person street performing, which I don't know
Hmm.
how much it has on podcasting, but like down in the city, like I'll walk around and I'll see multiple people either doing drums, guitar, singing. I'm like, that's just insane to me.
Right.
Like, it's such a hidden gem. Like, people just think
Hmm.
it's all digital, but like, if I'm going out in public and I see you, damn right, I'm gonna toss $1 in your bucket or
Right.
whatever you have. Like,
Right. Yeah, there's really not much of that now. Like when you mentioned it, I don't see
exactly,
too much
man.
of that.
Like I was trying to do stand up for a while, or not for a while. I tried it once and stopped. But like for a minute, I was I was thinking, I was like, dude, I need to go like do street performing for comedy or something, or like even like set up my shit at a park or something and do street performing at a park. Just have people walk
Right.
by, see it, have them chime in. Like
Right.
street
That's
performing is a lost gem, I guess you could say.
yeah. That's the thing nowadays. Everyone's fucking up because everyone's doing the same stuff nowadays. If you were, that's why I think my music, like music wise, like what I'm listening to, is like every artist I listen to is like not like everyone else. You know, like if you're different, then it's like automatically appealing. Like if you look crazy, people are gonna be like who the fuck is this? You know,
Exactly.
everyone's just doing the same shit. It's stale. It gets very stale.
Very. Oh yeah. Exactly that. Like I hate the dude. He's fucking horrible, but 6'9".
Uh huh.
Dude's walking around with 69 tattooed on his face and has
Yeah,
rainbow hair. Like, of
all
course
over.
he's gonna be popular.
Right.
Like you said, he looks different. Like,
He
and that
looks
goes
just
for anything.
exactly. Even like wrestling too, bro. Like it's you just gotta be yourself. You blend in, and no, you're not gonna fucking be seen.
Exactly, and that's
You
why
look
I
like
love
a
Connors the most.
yeah. I
Cause
fuck with Connor. Like his outfit and everything, bro.
yeah,
So fire.
he can just come out in trunks and elbow pads, but instead he's going out there in like full blown like outfits, like full
Right.
fits. Like that's just awesome.
Wrestling in
And then
Jordans and shit.
it's so
Dude.
crazy.
Yeah, he's fire. That was like the first thing I noticed about him. I can't remember when I can't remember what I seen him on. I think it was just one of his skits on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I followed him, and then I think fuck, I can't remember. It wasn't the JCW show because they had just started
Was it
for a few
as
months.
Fight Forever against Joey Janela?
That's what it was. Fight Forever against Joey. That's exactly what it was. Because I
Yeah.
remember I was sitting in a fucking Kohl's. I was at a Kohl's parking lot, watching the shit on my phone in my car. That's exactly what it was, bro.
I was the or second to last GCW show, not the one in Wyoming, but the other one, uh the weekend of Tournament of Survival,
Right.
where he came out like, dude, I had no clue he was
Hell
gonna
yeah,
be on that
with
show.
Effie and Allie.
Dude, when he
Yeah.
came out and I heard his music, or when Ali said, "Just let us know," and I was like, "There's no fucking way, dude." Like,
Right.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it,
Hell
bro. Like
yeah.
when he came out and I seen the pop and I like jumped up, I was like, "No!" Like it takes a lot
Fuck
for
yeah.
me to like pop. And he's one person that like I don't know how he is about it now, but like a year ago, he was telling me he's like, "Oh, I don't really like want to travel for wrestling. I don't know if I'm gonna make a career out of this." But like now that I'm seeing him pop off, I'm like,
Yeah.
that boy's gonna be signed in a year. Like he's gonna be
Yeah.
signed somewhere. He
He's
has
got
to
it,
be.
bro. He's
Like I
he
didn't
looks his looks and he's just fucking good. Like there's nothing else. Like he's just
exactly. And
fucking
like
good.
he's gonna hit the demo. Like if their demo is really what they're saying they're trying to hit the 18 to like 35 or whatever,
Uh huh.
dude, he's gonna hit it. Like he
Right.
ditched with everybody. Like
Facts. Dude, yeah,
but
he's
like
a fucking man.
it takes a lot, like I said, it takes a lot for me to like pop or mark out, I guess you could say. Like when
Right.
AJ Gray, when he won the GCW title that first time, I
Uh
remember
huh.
sitting in my room, I like jumped up and like started crying. I was like, hell yeah. And then
Hell yeah, dude.
Ricky came in and fucked it up, and then I was pissed. I like stormed out in my living room and everything. I was like, fuck this. I hate wrestling.
Dude, yeah. That's that's how I am, bro. There's a like fucking. I'm trying to think, dude. Because it was Zombie Walk. That was the one with the same weekend as Tournament of Survival, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was something. Oh, the fucking Matt Cardona shit, bro.
Yeah. That was
Jesus.
the same night.
I was like,
Or
what the fuck?
yeah. Dude, so what happened is after Connor's match, I was like, all
Uh-huh.
right, I'm just gonna go to the gym. I don't like not trying to be rude, but I didn't care much else about the card. I was like, I'm just gonna go to the gym. I'll catch the rest later, I guess. And
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting in the gym and I'm just like chilling with my homies. And I looked at my phone and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I know I would have went nuts if I seen that happen.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. That was
Because like
like,
I
huh?
because like he was what's it called, doing the whole Moxley shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's just that dude, like as much as people hate him, dude, he is a genius.
Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. Cause I remember, me and my friend had went to the Vegas show draft. I think draft day was the last Vegas show, and fucking Moxley had came out there, and so we were like tripping. As whenever Cardona started doing his fucking walk, I started screaming, bro, and then it was him, fucking
Oh yeah,
DDP Cage. That shit was crazy though.
GCW.
That's one of my favorite moments, bro, for like in a while.
Oh god, dude, GCW, they're doing something right, bro. Like
Yeah.
they remind me of like I wasn't alive for it, but like late '90s ECW when they were like a mix of deathmatch, but
Right.
also they're just doing like revolutionary shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
they have Matt Cardona, bro, on
Right.
an indie show. That takes a lot.
Dude, yeah. They're I'm trying to think of the first event I had seen because I was only watching like growing up I watched WWE clearly as like most kids.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I like fell off. I stopped watching wrestling for a couple years. Got back on, was watching WWE, and then fucking I can't remember what it was, dude. I'm trying to think. Cuz I seen I'd watched ICW last
Yeah.
year, 4th of July. That was my first deathmatch show like I've ever seen. Cause like I wasn't in I wasn't in a deathmatch or anything. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the GCW show. It was
Was it
around
the
that time.
backyard one?
No, because I wanted to rewatch that and I never I like or I wanted to watch that and I never got to because it was the same night. but it
Yeah.
was after that.
Oh, damn, I know what you're talking about too. Was it the one in Indiana where they were outside?
Fuck, dude, it
Because I
might have
know,
been. It wasn't the Collective. Wait, hold up. I'll pull it up on Fight.
yeah, because last summer they were doing a bunch of shows in Indiana at that park.
Right. Maybe it was let's see. It was homecoming weekend, July 25th.
Okay, so it was at the boardwalk.
Yeah. Boardwalk and then
Okay,
fucking yeah. Bought
that
like
was.
every one since.
You've bought everyone since? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
dude, I've been
I
hooked.
try to. Like,
Right.
it's almost impossible to get like a Saturday night off working at
Right.
a restaurant. But like, if I have a Saturday night off and I have spare money, I'm buying GCW. Like,
Right.
because like people shit on them. They're like, oh, it's just old brother, and I'm like, nah, man. Like, they're like, I've been watching Cole Radrick for years. I seen Cole Radrick whenever he was like a little chubby ass dude
Right.
trying to make it big, and now to see him like in GCW, JCW. Like
Dude,
GCW
it's
is a stepping stone, bro. Like,
yeah. They WWE and shit signed like fucking Blake Christian, Alex Zane. There's tons of
yeah.
everyone's like not everyone's leaving, but there's tons of people getting signed. So you know WWE's got their eye on them.
Oh, definitely. Because I remember the first time I seen Blake Christian, it was actually at a GCW show.
Uh huh.
In the Basement East, it was like 2019, late 2019. It was the event that AJ won the title. But I
Right.
remember watching him, and I was like, "This dude's gonna be a fucking star."
Mhm.
And same with Alex Zane. That's the first time I seen him was at a backyard show.
Right.
Like, it's
That's I get the same feeling with Nolan Edward. It's like a matter of time. He's gonna pop the fuck off. I don't know where, but he's gonna. I've said it for like
dude.
months.
He like it seems like just this time last year he was only like really wrestling on like the mid indies, like his local big indies. But
Right.
now it seems like he's on ICW, GCW. He's everywhere. I think he
Yeah.
went to an Impact taping even. I think I seen
Did
or
he?
something like that. I think he was on Explosion. I'm not 100% sure.
Damn.
Like I think him and Lee were at an Explosion. This happened like last summer though.
Dude, I don't know how Lee's not signed yet.
Dude, I've only watched a few of his matches, but I
Mhm.
see all of his highlights, and I'm just like, that dude's gonna be signed.
Yeah. I that shit
And
should have
it's
happened a long time ago.
mm-hmm,
I remember
mm-hmm.
I seen him. It was him versus Gresham in the collective 20. I guess it was 2020, and that shit was fire. I can't remember what show it was though. There were so many shows to that weekend.
It might have been for the culture, I think.
Was it?
I
Because
think.
fuck, dude, it's just gonna bug me now if I don't know.
I'm trying to think because I remember seeing the graphic for
I
Lee
think it was
versus
Spring
Gresham.
Break.
Oh, that might have been 2021. That might have been
Was
the one
it?
that just happened. Him and Gresham. Or who did Lee face at spring break this year?
Let me check this out.
Lee's had so many big time matches the past year, dude.
Yeah. Let
Like
me.
he
Gresham. Yeah, it was a Spring Break. Joe Janela Spring Break 4.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching that shit because I knew Gresham from Ring of Honor. I was like a big Ring of Honor fan.
He wrestled at Anarchy a couple years ago against Jeremy Wyatt,
Uh huh.
and that to this day is probably one of the best matches I've seen live.
Dude,
Like that,
he's a fucking tank.
oh my god, dude, the cardio on him and on Wyatt,
Uh
that
huh.
match like I think they went like 30 minutes or so, but it was just like there was not any rest holds or anything. It was a ton
Right.
of back and forth like striking and
Hell yeah, dude.
submissions. They did this cool ass spot where they did the figure four in the middle of the ring, and
Right.
it was pure wrestling rules, so there's no more rope breaks. They both used it, I think.
Uh huh.
And so Gresham like rolled out of the ring while in the figure four, like him and his opponent both fell to the outside of the ring, and I was like, that is like it was the most badass spot ever. Just
Hell
watching
yeah.
them roll to the outside of the ring, and then he held it in and tried getting back in for the count out.
Right.
Like
Dude,
it was
he's
badass.
Gresham and fuck. I'm trying to think. Because like Ring of Honor was, I guess it was kind of WWE, and then I had found Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
That's what it had, that's what it was because they always come to Vegas for the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-views.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I seen that shit, and then that's kind of what made me check out. I think that's what kind of made me check out indie wrestling, and then I found
Hmm.
deathmatch wrestling, and then everything's just fucking crazy now. It's
That's how
everywhere,
I
bro.
that's how I found Impact because they used to do the lockdown pay-per-views in St.
Right.
Louis like every year for like 6 years straight, and that's how I
Hmm.
found out about Impact. I never went to an event, but I always heard about it
Right. Yeah. I
because
like
AJ
Impact.
Styles would be on my news.
Right.
Oh,
Dude, the
okay, dude.
fucking the 2000. I'm trying to think. The early 2000s TNA is the shit.
Dude, I just got Impact Plus last week, just re-upped
Did
on
you?
it, and I'm currently watching all the weekly pay-per-views. I think they were
Right.
the the pay-per-views are yeah, the weekly ones.
Uh-huh.
So I just started that. I just finished the first one last night or 2 nights ago, and I was like, God damn, dude. Like in watching them, it reminds me of like, and I mean this in the most respectful way to AEW, but they remind me of AEW.
Right.
Like when it comes to all that talent that was around back then showing up on this card, the atmosphere of the crowd being pumped up, like everything, dude.
That's the wrestlers that they had, dude, was fucking insane.
Yeah, they had
Like
hard
literally
truth, bro.
every match slapped. In the pay, especially the pay-per-views. I remember I can't remember the year. I'm thinking 2006. It was Abyss versus Hardy in the what was it?
Was
It's
it the
not Monster
Monster?
Ball, is it?
I think Monster Ball Bash is like Abyss's gimmick, like his gimmick match.
That's what it was then? Because I have like the fucking it's like Roku TV, and they give me a TNA channel to where it does nothing but plays
Yeah,
TNA 24 hours a day. So that's what
yeah.
I'm
So
on.
does Pluto has that Pluto TV. They have that
That's
too,
what it
and
is.
then
Is Pluto?
yeah, but the Roku channel or whatever it's called, like where they have their live TV, they have that too.
Do they?
Because that's what made me want to get Impact because it popped up on the side screen of my Roku homepage and
Right.
it said Impact Wrestling 24/7 or something like that.
Uh
And I
huh.
was like, "Oh fuck, I need to get Impact Plus."
Dude, what's how's that work? Is it like because I remember I was gonna buy it. You get everything right from the
Yeah,
beginning. Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
they have everything and then they have a few indies on there. I don't know what indies, but there's an indie section.
Right.
And
I
then
know
they
the
they'll
WWE Network fucked up. Oh, with all that shit with Peacock and everything.
dude, that like the other day me and my little brother, we were trying to watch what was it? We were trying to watch like a specific segment. I forgot what it was.
Uh huh.
But like you can't do that on Peacock. You have to
Yeah,
find the episode. You have to like fast forward just enough.
dude. They
It
don't even
sucks.
have. They took off ECW One Night Stand like 2006. I was trying to watch it. Like I can't even find it on there. That's the right year, right? With Cena and RVD. Was it
Yeah, yeah.
2006? Yeah, yeah. That's just not on there. There's
Hold
like
on. Let me.
one. There was one. I can't remember which one it was. Let me
You
find it
might
quick.
have to look under Extreme Rules. That
That's
might
what.
be the pay per view you have to look under.
Really?
I think so. I'm on it now. I'm looking now. You might have to go to Extreme Rules and then scroll all the way to 2006.
Damn, bro. See, that's just a pain in the ass.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. No, they just
It's
don't
not on
have it,
there.
bro. No, it's not under Extreme Rules.
I gotta fucking buy the DVD because that's why it
I
stopped
have.
buying DVDs because the network.
Yeah, now I'm like looking because now that kind of annoys me because
Yeah,
because those first two one night stands were damn
yeah,
good.
right.
I don't even know what it would be under like because they don't even have like an NX or not NXT ECW section anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like WWE Network, bro, you could just go to it and then it'd show all of them from the '90s on, all the way to like 2008 or 2009, whichever one, whatever date it was.
Okay, so I found one night stand. Oh, okay, I found it. I found it.
You got it?
You have to go all the way down to No Guts, No Glory, like on the homepage.
Right.
Well, I don't know if you can see it, but you have to go to that part to No Guts, No Glory.
Uh huh.
and then I clicked
Fuck.
on it, and it sent me to 05, and I'm guessing if I click something, I don't know what I would. So I found 05, but that's it. Damn.
Let
But
me.
maybe if you scroll, you might be able to find it.
I'm hoping, dude, because I want to have to fucking go hunt down the CD or the DVD.
Dude, I used to buy DVDs all the time before the network.
That's what. See, yeah, I used to get them off Amazon. You could get the. It was like the. I'm trying to think, like the collection of certain people. You get it for like $5 off Amazon.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I used to spend all my money on there.
Do
$20
you
bill.
remember? Do you remember the store FYE?
Uh.
It was like a pop culture store. Is the best way to describe it. But they had like DVDs, CDs, records, old T-shirts for bands and stuff. But
Right.
they had a whole ass wall, dude, that was dedicated to pro wrestling, and they had like, and it was a used. It was a like a buy sell trade store.
Uh
So
huh. Damn.
they had like some indies. I forgot what indies sell, but then they had like Impact DVDs and Ring of Honor DVDs and WWE DVDs, and they used to have like a buy two get one free deal.
Right.
And my grandma, she would take me and my little brother there every week or something like that. And she'd be like, "All right, you each choose a movie, or you one of you choose two movies, one of you choose one." And we used to always get movies, dude. Like at
Bro.
one point, my little brother had like 100 DVDs just because of it. But now we don't touch them because
Right.
one,
You
we
gotta
both
keep.
grew out of WWE and the
Right.
network. So,
Yeah. Dude, that's
oh no, definitely need to keep them.
all
Definitely need
physical,
to
bro.
keep
Anything
those.
physical, just keep it.
No, literally, dude. Uh, like I said, I had that one CD from my friend from high school, and then I know I have somewhere around here. I have a Nickelback album
Right.
somewhere around here. But like because physical, you never know when you're gonna need it. Say I'm driving down, like my stepmom, she has one of those big giant cases full of CDs that she made
With
in the
with like the
90s.
booklet, you flip it through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So when we go on road trips and all that, because we have an old ass car that doesn't have an aux or anything.
Right.
So when we go on road trips, we just pop in a CD. Like
Hell
I'm
yeah, bro.
going out of town this weekend, and I guarantee you, me and my dad are gonna take that book and we're gonna try to find something.
Flip
Because
through
all of
it.
them say like they all say like two or three songs plus more, but
Hmm.
usually you can like determine what songs are gonna be on them just from the other ones.
Right. Hell yeah, bro. I used to have them books for like my video games.
Yeah, my
It's like a
friend
single
has
book.
one. Uh-huh. My friend has that. It's badass. Like he has it, and he showed me it the other day, and he has games for like his Xbox, his GameCube, all that still.
Right.
Like
Fuck
to
it,
this
bro.
day, whenever I buy video games, I buy the disc. I'm like, because
Yeah.
one, if I want to trade it in, and two, just because physical, dude, physical copies of everything, because they're gonna become ancient soon. Like they're gonna become very rare.
Dude, yeah, they already got the like the stores on the Xbox and shit to where you can get the digital copy. I don't do that either, bro. I have to have everything physical. Like I can't do the I used to buy digital albums, but now it's
Yeah.
like I need CDs, DVDs, I need the books, everything.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit's just cool to me.
Especially like I remember, I have the Young Bucks book.
Uh
And I'm
huh.
like, I could have bought that online or got it in an ebook, but what's the point in that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be glued to my phone. Like, if I'm reading, I'm trying to get off my phone.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. That's like defeats the purpose.
and that's why, like, I was telling you this about how I'm trying to do like a greatest hits
Uh
thing,
huh.
where I just have like snippets of my podcast on a physical copy. I'm like, I think that'd be badass. Like, say somebody doesn't want to put in headphones or something, they can just toss it in their like PlayStation or something or in their car and just listen.
Right.
Like, I
Hell yeah,
think
bro.
I've never seen that before, and I think that'd be badass. And
Do it. I remember when this is like fucking random, but I remember Adam Sandler used to have his shit on CDs back then.
yeah,
I used to play those when I was
yeah.
little, dude. That shit was hilarious.
Well, I just found out that's what comedians do now. Because whenever I was trying to get into stand up,
Uh
like
huh.
what they do is instead of like Netflix specials, they release their uh they release their sets on like Apple Music.
Oh
It's
really?
weird, very weird.
Yeah.
Because like
So
if I'm like, because when I'm watching stand up, I wanna like watch and not listen.
yeah, you gotta see him like on the stage and everything.
Well, especially whenever I was trying to get into it, like I would like do studying on like their mannerisms, their movements and all that. Like there's no point just listening to somebody.
Right.
Like if you're trying to study at least.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. Um stand up, that was a fun ass experience. That was a very nerve wracking experience. Have you ever done any stage performing?
You said stage performing?
Yeah,
Or
like have you like music or anything?
oh yeah, I've done one little like show, nothing crazy, but something
Okay.
small, couple
You,
songs.
that's badass still. Were you
Yeah.
opening for somebody?
No, it was just like it was actually like a church event, and
Okay.
I done a couple songs, and then yeah, I want to throw something huge though for all the kids because I live in like a small town,
Yeah, yeah.
so I've had like the idea of somehow renting out. They have like a bunch of like it's like a kind of like a shopping center,
Yeah.
like a tiny one, and there you can rent like the back of this like Mexican market, and I want to rent that shit out and just pack it with everybody and just
Oh yeah.
throw a concert or something. I'm trying to plan on that, figure
Oh
all that
dude, that
out.
that could be badass. That can turn out
Yeah,
like amazing for real.
right. Because I mean, there ain't shit to do in this town anyways,
Yeah. No,
so just
definitely.
it'd be crazy though, bro. I got a lot of new music though. I gotta wait to drop a lot of this shit because I work on
Okay.
the wrestling stuff, but same time I have a lot of other stuff coming.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of
No,
slaps.
definitely. What's one wrestler that you would like to work with?
Music wise,
Yeah, music wise. Like what's one wrestler you would love to make a song for? Or even like collab with?
um, hmm, fuck, dude. It just kind of depends. Cause like I don't even plan the shit out. Like I didn't sit down and was like I'm gonna sit down and make a song for Jody, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was literally I had went to GCW weekend, the draft day, and then they had a couple small shows versus pros in like a mall, and he had been
Yeah.
there, and so I had met him at the GCW, and then I seen him at the show, and I was driving home. Like I have the clip on my phone. I was just driving home, and the shit like came to me, and I instantly recorded it, and I was like, boom. Came home,
Okay.
recorded it, did everything, and that was the same. That was the day after when I posted a little snippet on Twitter before it was edited,
Yeah.
and then that shit was just like fucking went up. He retweeted it, and then I had like no other choice but to finish that shit.
Yeah, I remember he retweeted it and he said something. He's like, "No, wait, hold on. I need this to be my entrance song."
Yeah.
And then that's when I clicked on it. And then I was just like I said, I was waiting for you to drop the full song.
Mhm.
And then like when Ivan like unofficially dropped the full song for you, like
Yeah.
with that video, dude, that like I I I love that video.
I do.
Like
I,
he's
I literally I have that shit
amazing.
saved on my phone.
Like that
Like
shit just goes hard.
yeah.
Are you gonna have a video for Connors? Or like is somebody just like you're just gonna see if somebody makes it or something?
Yeah. Well, I haven't really talked to anybody about it yet, to be honest.
Okay.
I probably should.
I feel like a
Fucking
Connors video could go hard,
yeah. That's dude. I'm
especially
telling
with a
you this.
lot of his sitting in the car shit.
Right. Let me let me play you a little bit of the song real quick.
I bet.
You shouldn't get copyrighted or anything like that. You'll be good.
Oh, dude, I steal songs all the time for the podcast.
Do
Not
you?
gonna lie.
They don't do
Yeah,
anything
like
about it.
nothing yet.
Okay then.
I just go to MP3 Scholar or whatever and download songs off of YouTube.
Right. All right. I'll play like 10 seconds of this.
What up? My name is Connor, and this is my audition to play a rapper.
You can hear it.
Just let me know who the champ is. Break his ass down like a tree twig. I feel impressive, repression make diamonds. I feel like I'm shining, they see it. Tell me play cautious, bitch, I'm fucking flossing. I do what I want, I don't care what it's costing. They ask how I'm balling, there's no other option. Car right on my way and get seasick. Just let me know who the champ is. Break his ass down like a tree twig. I feel impressive,
Yeah. Like 20 seconds of it.
Damn.
Dude, it's fire. Like
Damn.
there's some shit in there that I've never done before. Later on, like in the song, like I love
I
this song. This one's gonna be big.
that one
Like, this
like
is gonna be a
I
big one.
I was just spacing out listening to it, dude, and like I'm just like imagining like a video for it now. Like,
I need one, bro. We're gonna see what
damn, dude,
happens.
that shit is fire too.
Thank you, bro. I'm trying to just fucking keep it momentum.
Oh,
Just,
yeah, definitely,
you know?
definitely. Keep the momentum going while you have it, for real.
Yeah.
Like, because when you put out a tweet or something, and you said, "Just let me know," or something, I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's about to make a song for Connors, ain't he?"
Yeah. Well, dude,
And
the shit was. What's crazy is So I made the Jody song, right?
yeah,
And then that night that I posted the snippet and finished that song, I made Connors. Like same day. It was fucking crazy. And
yeah,
then the next day I made someone else's that I can't say because I don't know if it's coming out yet. It might. But then the
yeah,
next
yeah,
day I
yeah.
made another one. So it was like 3 days in a row. It was like boom, boom, boom. So it
Damn.
was fucking crazy.
Yeah, keep that momentum going, for real.
Yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah.
it just takes like 2 or 3 songs and people be like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker ain't joking around no more." Like,
Right. And I'm
that's
not really like I'm not sure what the goal is because like I don't do it just like to get paid, clearly. Like I like
yeah,
really love this shit. So I'm kind of just doing it until a door opens or
yeah.
something crazy cuz like I don't know. Even RSP like using the song like in his or using the song in his video is like enough. Like I don't, like that's enough for me to like that's
No,
fucking
definitely.
huge for me. So it's
Well,
like yeah.
that's like what my saying is, dude. Like, I don't set long-term goals. Like, I just set like daily or weekly goals. And like the way I look at it is, if all those goals go, like if those daily and weekly goals go how I want them to, and it just happens or whatever, I'll be where I need to be in 5 years or so.
Right.
Like I try not to set a long-term goal
Right.
because that's either, like, if you succeed in that goal, good for you. But if you fail, dude, that can break you.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
why I
like
like,
you never really I don't know. Like you never really know when I guess you've reached it because once you reach it, it's like, all right, well I'm here. What the fuck am I doing now? Like, you know? Like say I drop a song and it blows up. Then it's like, what the fuck's next? I'm just gonna keep making a song and a song until what? Like I'm dead or like,
yeah,
Like this shit's
yeah,
never ending. So you just gotta enjoy as much as you can.
well,
Like doing it.
that's how I felt about stand-up, dude. Like, I know I only did it once, and then like people are like, "Oh, like so, like how that night went is I'm just gonna tell the story about it again. It's been a while.
Hmm.
I went to this open mic night, dude, and like it was crazy. I had this open mic night, and I got accepted to be on stage that night. Like they told me
Right.
2 days in advance, and I was like, "All right, word, bet." And I posted about it on Facebook and Twitter, and I had hella people message me for the link to the tickets, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And like Connors was gonna show up, bro. Like the fact that like that's what I mean by I love that dude. Like he was gonna come and support me,
Right.
and he like because he messaged me and he's like, "Oh dude, I just bought a ticket. I'll see you there." But then like stuff happened, he couldn't come.
Right.
But so like I get there and I drove there with like 5 of my homies, and I was just like standing there and I was like, "Oh shit, this is kind of a big deal now." And then
Yeah.
I like they put me in like the bullpen, they call it, where like I sit on the side of the stage and I wait for my name to get called in.
Right.
There was only me and one other person that were brand new to this. The rest were all experienced, just trying to get their shit in, trying to get like their set in and routine and
Right.
like practice. So the first new guy goes up there, and from the get go, dude, this dude was like coming up to my friends, and they were like, he was like acting all weird. And he like went up to one of my friends, and was like, "Oh, you're standing here all alone." Like he was just a weirdo. He gets on stage, and he just like whispers into the mic, "Prepare Uranus," and I was like, "Huh? Okay, this dude's weird." And he just
Right.
starts yelling off all these cuss words, like not even in sentences. Like he just goes, "Fuck, shit, damn, C word, fuck, shit, damn," and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like,
What
what
the
the
fuck?
fuck? What the fuck is this dude doing? And then he goes, what did he say? Oh, freedom. He starts marching around the stage yelling freedom. And I'm like, is this dude about to fucking like shoot up the place or something? Because like he was this tall, bold, I'm not trying to judge somebody, but he was tall, bold, and like his eyes were dilated and he was a sweaty mess. And I'm like, this dude's going through something. Like, what
Oh
the
fucking
fuck? So then he goes, "Here's this for freedom," and yells out the N word as loud as he could. And
no
I'm just
way.
and I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, "Oh my god." So then He gets bum rushed, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, this dude's about to get his shit stomped in.
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say,
rightfully
did someone
so.
fucking sock his ass?
He like ran towards people, like trying to fight him, and like for a split second they had to split it up, and like my anxiety kicked in, so I ran the fuck out. I was like,
Right,
because I hate physical confrontation. Like if I see that shit, I start getting an anxiety attack. So I
right.
like ran out, and I ran out to the lobby area where they were dragging him. So they drug him, and he was like banging on the door trying to get back in, and I'm like,
What the
this shit.
fuck?
It was terrifying, bro. Like my anxiety was through the roof, and I was like, fuck, man. So I went up to the host and I was like, all right, so when am I up? And he's like, you're up to after 2 or 3 people. Don't worry, I'll get you going. Like I'll get up there and I'll hype you up or whatever, and I'll get the mood right. I was like, all right, cool. So the whole night, like after that, like nobody can get a laugh in because we're all just like, what the fuck happened earlier?
Right,
The MC, the host, gets on stage and he's like, "All right, we have another new guy, but don't worry, this one's a normal one. He's not a weirdo." Like just like making jokes, but then like hyping me up, saying like, "Here's this new guy, watch out for him," type of deal.
right,
And I get on stage and like I had this whole set wrote down like in my phone or whatever. But I went up there and I was like, I need to do something. Like I'm gonna go off the fly real quick. And I got on stage and I just grabbed a mic and I whispered into it and I said, "Prepare your anuses." Loudest fucking reaction of the night. Everybody stands up and starts cracking up, and I'm like, "Oh shit! All right, all right." So
bruh.
then, like, I'm sitting there, dude, and like, I'm like literally on the verge of tears. I'm like, this is the one thing I've ever wanted in my life is stand up comedy, like to do stand up comedy. So the fact that I'm getting this room of fucking 60 people on their feet right now, I'm like,
Right,
let's go. So then I say, after the last, or I was nervous being the new guy here tonight, but after the last one, not nervous anymore. Everyone stands up again, and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!" Like everyone's going ape shit for me, and I'm like, "This is fucking surreal." Like I I didn't know what to do. So
right,
then I go into my set, bro, and I made it like a quarter of the way, and I started stuttering and forgetting. And I literally like I remember I posted the picture on Twitter the other day of me like staring up, like because I like looked straight up. Like this is gonna sound cliche, but like I was like talking to my grandpa, and I was like, "You motherfucker, don't let this happen to me." Like I was like, "I need to do this for you." And
right,
then, like, I literally, like, I looked up again and I was like, "I'm sorry." And I just, like, said into the mic and I was like, "That's it, guys. I'm sorry." And I put the mic up. Everybody again stands up and starts chanting my fucking name. They're like, "Oh, Jake, Jake, Jake." And I'm like,
bruh.
"This is like I fucking ran out. I ran out, bro, went out to the lobby and like all my friends all followed me. And as I'm walking out, I just hear the host go, "Everybody give it for Jake one more time, up for Jake, give it for Jake." And everybody's like going nuts for me. They're like, "Oh, Jake, yeah." So then I'm out in the lobby and all these like big time, like not big time, but bigger local comedians are coming up to me. They're like, out of my 20 years I've been doing this, dude, I've never seen somebody go up on stage for the first time and get that loud of a reaction. And I was like, "Oh
Bro.
shit."
And
He's like,
you
"That
quit
was
doing that?
bro, I quit because like I'm terrified of stage fright."
Bro, just fucking do it.
I'm gonna have to, bro, because like all
You've
these comedians were coming up to me, bro, and like I said, that one big dude who's like been on tour and opened up for fucking huge names, like
right,
came up to me even, and he was like this one dude, like it felt like a brother situation in wrestling, I guess. Like the vet talking to the rookie, like he sat me down outside, and he like stared at me in the eyes. He's like, "You have potential." He's like, "I could tell from your what's it called, you had this." He's like, "You have your set wrote down," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Here, read it off to me, just man to man, just out here, nobody else." And I like read it off to him, and he's like, "That shit's fucking golden, dude." He's like, "You need a," he's like, "I'm begging you not to quit. You need to keep going." Like
how long ago was it?
February.
Oh, shit, what is it, June?
Yeah, so it was only a few months ago, and I'm just like working on like getting over it because I just rewatched the video for the first time again since it happened, since that week,
Uh-huh,
and I finally got to the point to where I can rewatch it without getting mad at myself. Because
right,
I used to rewatch it and just get pissed. Like I would rewatch it and be mad,
right,
but now I rewatch it and now I'm like, all right, so this is what I can do better. But that was like the greatest night of my life because I had like 20 fucking people there for me. Like I had my whole fucking like I had friends, family, people that didn't tell me they were coming, showing up.
mm-hmm.
Like it just like I had a bunch of my friends like come out and support me. And it was like I said, the greatest night of my life, but at the same time, dude, that shit fucking was terrifying.
Bro, you gotta, if you've already, Because you said you like stuttered and like you were fucking up. That's the worst that's gonna happen. You know, like you've done,
Exactly.
like it don't even fucking matter at that point.
Exactly. And I think that's what got me is also that I started off too hot, I guess. Like I felt like like I know I didn't start off too hot. I know I could have gotten bigger laughs probably, but
Right.
like starting off and getting that loud reaction, I was like, "Oh fuck, dude!" Like now I set the bar pretty high for myself,
Right.
and then like the last new guy, that whole shit like had me all fucking
Yeah. See that?
scatterbrained.
Yeah. That part was fucked up. Like if you
No,
would have went first, it would have been different.
no, exactly, and that's what like all the people were telling me. They're like, dude, like that guy honestly ruined the momentum for the night. Everyone's like, nobody got a laugh rest of the night besides you because of it. Like you're worth it, dude. Like keep going.
Yeah,
But it
that
was
was your
just
break though. Because if he wouldn't have, clearly I'm not justifying because I'm not with any of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if he wouldn't have done that, then you would have never fucking started in the beginning with your little like the line, you know?
Yeah, dude, and that was, like, all off the top of the head, bro. Like, I was going up there, like, as I was walking to the stage, and I was like, "Alright, bet I gotta do this." I was like, "I have
Right.
to." And, like, it was
Exactly.
what's it called? Like I said, it was the greatest yet, like, scariest night of my life. But I remember, like, I posted it on Twitter and Facebook, and, like, the whole ride home or ride to my friend's house, like, I was just sitting in my friend's car, my phone's, like, blowing up. I had wrestlers, like, retweeting it saying, "Oh, shit, maybe I should try this. Seeing him on stage makes me wanna try." Like, I had people messaging me telling me they're proud of me. I even had one of the comedians that night message me on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you killed it out there. Don't give up." Like,
Yeah,
it's
bro,
one of
your
those.
first time.
Exactly, and, like, and that's the thing, like, looking back, I'm like, "Damn, I really did go up there for my very first time." The very first line I've ever said on stage, and I got, like, the loudest reaction of the night,
Right.
like, that's a sign.
You
And
should
it's just
put that
you
up on
know
a DVD.
say what?
Why don't you put it up for like a DVD and like sell them, bro?
Oh, shit. It was literally only, like, a minute and a half, bro.
Was it? Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was only, like, a minute and a or I think yeah, because we not even, bro, because I think we got, like, 3 minutes or so, or 2 minutes of, stage time. I think I
Right.
only made it, like, a minute and 20 seconds. Which
Uh
makes me mad also because I could have finished the full 40, and I would have rather stuttered it out the rest of the
right.
40 seconds and then walk off.
I
But
mean, hey, you did it though.
oh,
You just
yeah.
gotta fucking keep with that, bro. I know that shit's a lot harder than even like music, performing live music. Like
Oh,
if the motherfuckers don't laugh, then I mean you would just walk off. But I mean you made them
oh,
laugh, so
yeah, and, like, that's the thing, it's not like I bombed because I was having them laugh, it's just I stuttered and it fucked my whole night up, like, I was expecting it to go way better than it was, I
right,
guess, but, like, it was also my first time, and also it was the biggest fucking crowd because it was, like, one of the first comedy shows since COVID, so, like I said, there was, like, 50 or 60 fucking people in there. Like, it was 50 to 60 people deep, just like, I
and that
felt
was
like I was
in
in
St.
it
Louis,
it was in St. Peter's, which is, like, 30 minutes away,
right? Yeah, yeah.
so but yeah,
Damn,
no,
bro.
it was in St. Louis, and, like, there's other comedy clubs around me that's also the biggest comedy club in St. Louis. And there's
Right.
other comedy clubs around that I can, go to, which I might try. I might try going to a smaller one with a smaller crowd,
Mhm.
because I think that's what also got me is I had no business fucking going up there in front of 50
Hey, bro,
people.
you
Like,
fucking you jumped in that bitch.
no, on God, bro, like, I had no business, like, being some little fucking punk ass 21-year-old who's never done comedy, and he's having a whole room laugh whenever there's motherfuckers that have gone on tour barely getting a laugh, like
Bro, that's fucking sick though.
no, it was like I said, it was a good ass time other than watch like the whole show it was my first time going to a comedy show and it was a good time besides watching that lunatic get his shit kicked in almost.
Right,
Like I was honestly hoping for after it happened, I was kind of hoping for a brawl to break out and the show get canceled so I would have had an excuse not to go up because I had like the
right,
pre-show jitters. But like there was a moment where I thought that dude was getting his shit fucked because like I said, I ran out to the lobby and whenever they drug him out to the lobby, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not allowed here again." And then there was like 4 to 5 big fucking jacked ass dudes. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna kick your fucking ass." And I was like, "Damn, dude, I thought he was about to get his shit fucked up."
bro. You never know what happened to him after.
No, I found him on Facebook because I'm friends with one of the comedians that was on the show. and he posted about it on Facebook. Actually, what happened is he posted about it and he said, "Oh, the new guy at the Funny Bone just yelled out the N word as loud as he could." And he's friends with my old manager at my old job, and she commented on it. She goes, "Oh my God, was it Jake? LOL." And I was like, "The
Yeah.
fuck?" And I like commented on it, and I said, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
You're
Like,
like, nah, it wasn't me.
I literally commented and I said, "Why would you think it's me?" And then I like went because it was at the gym where I used to
Right.
work, and I like walked into the gym and I went up to her and I was like, "Sarah, why the fuck do you think it was me?" And she's like, "Oh, well, I know you were the new guy." And I was like, "I'm glad I have like a fucking look that yells out like that guy's racist, I guess." Like, what the
Bro.
fuck, man?
Dude.
But no, he people tried contacting his job, but he owns his own business, so like there's no.
But his business fucking crashed.
Oh, it had to have, bro. But like I said, I think this guy wasn't all there in the head because at the pre-show meeting, the owner of the club was like, "There's only two rules that I have: is you have to wear a mask when you're inside the building unless you're on stage, and no shorts." And this motherfucker showed up, no mask, wearing nothing but shorts and a t-shirt because it's like an unwritten
Bro.
rule in comedy not to wear shorts. And they asked the guy, they're like, "Why don't you wear a mask?" And he goes, "Oh, I have psychosis or something like that." So like this dude wasn't all there in his head because like I said, I was sitting next to him in the bullpen area and he just kept on like whispering and smacking himself in the head and I was like, "What
The
the fuck
fuck?
is this dude on?" And then like
Bro.
a black comedian went up on stage and he's like, "Have any of you ever wanted to say the N-word or something?" Just like it was for a punchline and this like that crazy dude stood up and he goes, "Yeah, me." And I was
Oh, hell no. That
and I
should have
was
been
like,
the
"Why?"
first sign. Get him the fuck out of there.
Dude, he drank like 4 beers in an hour, and that's when I knew shit was really bad because he kept on going to the bar, coming back with beers and mixed drinks, and
What the fuck,
I was like,
dude?
I get like getting the nerves down by having a drink or two, but like this dude
Right.
down like 4 beers and like 3
This
mixed
dude's
drinks.
drunk and fucking sweating.
Yeah, dude, he was, and like I said, he was acting like a complete fucking weirdo before the show when we were all just hanging out like outside the venue. Like he was just
Right?
coming up to us and he goes, "What are you here for?" And I was like, "The fucking comedy show, dipshit."
Fuck
Like,
you think I'm here for?
the fuck would well, why else would I be here, first of
Right.
all?
Right.
Like he was a fucking lunatic. Like,
Hell
and
no,
like,
bro.
and I don't know what happened to him after that. Like I said, I found his Facebook and everyone was blasting him on Facebook for a while, for a couple of days. But like, it's not like he could have gotten fired. He had his own
Right.
business.
I bet
So,
it did. Took it either fucking
oh,
crashed or completely.
yeah, it's a lawn care business, so I don't know how much that affects that type of shit, but like
Right.
if I had to assume, probably.
Dude's homeless.
Um, but yeah, that shit was nuts. Like for my first stage performance, that's like a story that I'll tell forever. Like the whole
No,
setup
that's a
to it.
badass. Like, at least you have a. Yeah, I mean it goes like hand in hand, like a good and bad memory, I guess, of it. And it
Oh
was.
yeah.
It's not like it was fucking years ago, you know. Like you can hop right back into it, like whenever you
No,
want.
definitely. No, like it was like when it wasn't my fault that that happened.
Right.
Like it's not like I was the one that did that. And
Yeah.
like I said, like looking back at it, I didn't bomb because like that was my biggest thing is I thought I bombed for a while,
Uh huh.
but I didn't. Like looking back, I did a damn good job. It's just I let my anxiety and my nerves get to me, and that's what made me walk off.
Right. I
But
mean that happened. There's like a reason it's called stage fright, you know. Like that shit.
oh yeah,
Everybody gets stage fright, bro.
and like everybody tells me they're like, oh, next time you're on stage, try to find your friends and stare at them. And I was like, dog, they were all in the front row, so like it was. I was like, I was looking straight down at them, and like I had my
Right.
aunt in the far corner that I would look at here and there,
Right.
here and there. But like it was, like I said, it was fun. It was cool. It's just like those spotlights hit me, dude. Like
Right.
people aren't lying. When those lights hit you, you change. Like those
Bro, I
lights
would
hit me, dude.
stick with that shit though.
No, I had a plan to make this into a stand-up comedy podcast where I was gonna do sets and all that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
then that's not how it all planned out. I turned it into having guests on.
Throw it on
But
your Patreon.
ooh shit.
Do
Yeah.
videos and just do it, bro. Patreon's like the best. I don't know. It's like the best. You can post everything on there. videos, audio. You can literally just put like how GCW does their podcasts and stuff
Yeah,
through Patreon. You
yeah.
can just do anything on there, bro.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But
Patreons.
yeah. But I'm gonna definitely look into doing it again because like you said, dude, like I need to. Like
Right.
especially if I got that big of a fucking reaction and just everything lined up right. It's just my anxiety and fucking nerves got to me. So
Right. Just do it,
uh
bro.
but at the end of each episode I ask my guests to give one piece of advice for like anything, life, for your instance, music or whatever.
Right.
Just any piece of advice you have.
All right. I would just say to be organic and not follow other people. And I don't know, it sounds very generic, but I mean, or be organic and like work your ass off wherever you want. Because that shit is like, if you fucking work every single day, there's no way you're gonna fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 100%, you will not fail. And just be real. Like, dude, there's tons of shit I could say. Just be 100.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. There's a lot of I even see that shit now. There's a lot of fucking fake people.
Mm-hmm.
Like everywhere, bro. But you can't. It's not like you can change them. So stick to your shit. Keep a tight circle, and just fucking grind, bro.
100%.
Grind.
You want to let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah. On Twitter and Instagram is the Blake Helton. On Spotify, Apple Music, I think everything else, iHeartRadio and shit like that. I don't really use those, but I think I'm on there. Alexander Helton, and yeah, SoundCloud is Alexander Helton as well, I think. And that's about it. I don't really do much on YouTube, and Twitter. You can find my shit on Twitter a lot, videos and stuff like that.
I was meaning to ask, what is the meaning behind Andrew Helton or Alexander, instead of Blake?
That's just my middle name.
Okay.
And so it was like, honestly, I think it was just in the moment because I think someone already had Blake Helton, and Blake Helton's too close to Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
So it's like, kind of got fucked when I was born with that shit, but I couldn't really do that, yeah. So I don't know. Just a middle name, I guess, and it just kind of worked at the moment when I was posting shit.
Okay. That's gonna do it for this episode, guys. I am getting ready to record something with them for the Patreon. It's gonna be a trivia segment. I didn't tell them that we're doing trivia, but it's trivia. And I'll be having those posted on. I'll be posting them at the same time. So when you're listening to this or watching this, hop on over to that and watch that. Thanks for being on, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, brother.